What are you scared of?
I'm scared of CMC interviews. I'm scared of, I don't know really, lots of things. I'm scared of this event.
Hello, I'm Vic Paling, Head of Marketing at CMC, and I'm here with Jono Jones, a veteran of the Hardline course. Jono, you are 30 years old now. Do you think your appetite for risk is different now to what it was 10 years ago? And if it is, and you're not taking that risk, why are you not taking it in the same way?
I'd be lying if I said no. When you're 20, you've got a lot to prove. You want to make a career out of something. You want to impress everyone. You haven't got loads of experiences, so you're just all guns blazing, hell for leather. It's a dangerous sport, and you get hurt. You have big problems. So remembering those lessons and using them, you can actually be a lot more calculated. You know how it's gone wrong before, and you can tap into that and make the most out of the situation. Like the course here, or any extreme sports activity, is really dangerous. There's enough risk up there as there is. You don't need to add more just because you're going to be sporadic or chaotic, you know? If you execute everything, I think that's how you get the best results.
And we've talked about it a lot, how much the course can change. Within a few hours, so much can happen out there and so much can change. And, it's about really, I guess, using all the learnings that you've got to know how to navigate that very, very quickly and not make a mistake.
Yeah, the decision time at events like this, when the weather can change, the track can change, is just nothing. Like, you can't actually rationalize what's going on. You have to call on past experiences that are in there. You might not know how you're tapping into them, but they are there. So if a corner's blown out or there's a rut or the rain starts coming down in your run, you're just calling on past experiences all the time to get you through it. And I think that's what I love about it. There's all this wisdom and experience in your head, and you don't know it's there until you really need it, and that's when you can perform.
Do you know what I was really amazed at? There was a jetpack guy yesterday, right? And he comes up here and he goes through the Red Bull thing. It's so funny because obviously for your average, layman here, we all think that you're crazy and we couldn't possibly imagine ever doing anything like this. But then when you see these guys watching another athlete, they're totally in awe of him, and they're like, everyone wanted a photo and everything. It's amazing. If you weren't doing biking, what would the next thrill be?
I don't think it matters. And to your point about the jetpack, as athletes, you respect one another for pushing to the limit. We all know what that mindset is of just pushing as hard as you can. So when you see someone else in a different sport, a different discipline, doing exactly the same thing, you cannot help but respect them. So I don't think I can answer what I'd be doing if it wasn't biking. I just want to be pushing myself to the edge. So long as there's an outcome on the other side, so long as there's a finish line and an achievement and an accomplishment, if it's underpinned by fear, then the feeling of success at the end is just unparalleled.
What are you scared of?
I'm scared of CMC interviews. I'm scared of, I don't know really, lots of things. I'm scared of this event.
And that's nice to hear.
There. Yeah.
That's nice to hear, because I guess you feel like you've ridden it so many times. You're a veteran on this course, right? I mean, how many times have you ridden this course?
This has been my 4th year, I think. I've probably come down it 50 times. Yeah, if you get complacent, problems happen. You make mistakes. If you're nervous, it's because you want the ultimate outcome. You want success. And if you're not nervous, I think it's time to stop.
At CMC, we very much, support an achiever mindset. Our brand platform is about for the achievers. It's not about winning the race. It's not about the big win. It's about what do you do to keep pushing on? What do you do when it all goes wrong and you failed at it, and to get back up and do it? You've spoken to so many of the athletes here, and not just the athletes, like all the guys behind that, like all the mechanics and all the support systems. What is it that gives them something different to the average person, to everybody else?
I think being here, just being invited here and setting off down this course makes people different. Like you've put yourself in the mindset that you're going to come to the hardest mountain bike event in the world, knowing that there's that risk there. The reward feels so much bigger that you could make it through. I think that's what makes everyone different. You're chasing the feeling that is at the finish line, regardless of the risk it takes to get there.